Welcome to my Passion Travel channel, the channel specializing in street food and travel. Bread and Akara. Akara served in between slices of bread, often with sauce or condiments. Bread and Akara is a popular street food combination in Nigeria, including Aba. Here's how it's typically prepared. Bread and Akara. Ingredients. For Akara, 2 cups peeled black-eyed peas, 1 medium onion, chopped 1, 2 hot peppers, such as Scotch bonnet or habanero, chopped, optional, salt to taste, vegetable oil for frying. For bread, sliced bread, usually white or wheat bread. Instructions. Prepare the Akara batter. Soak the black-eyed peas in water for at least 3-4 hours or overnight to soften them. Drain the soaked peas and transfer them to a blender or food processor. Add chopped onions and hot peppers, if using, to the peas. Blend the mixture until smooth, adding a little water if needed to facilitate blending. The consistency should be thick but smooth. Season and fry the Akara. Transfer the blended mixture to a bowl. Season with salt to taste and mix well. Heat vegetable oil in a deep frying pan or pot over medium-high heat. Once the oil is hot, carefully drop spoonfuls of the Akara batter into the oil. You can shape them into small balls or flatten them slightly with the back of the spoon. Fry the Akara until golden brown and crispy, turning them occasionally to ensure even cooking. Once cooked, remove the Akara from the oil and drain on paper towels to remove excess oil. Assemble bread and Akara. Toast slices of bread if desired. Place 1 or more pieces of Akara between slices of bread to make a sandwich. Serve hot with your choice of condiments or sauces, such as ketchup, hot pepper sauce, or mayonnaise. Roasted plantain chips. Thinly sliced plantain chips, roasted until crispy. Roasted plantain chips are a delightful and popular snack enjoyed in many parts of Africa, including Nigeria and Cameroon. Here's a simple recipe for making roasted plantain chips. Ingredients. Ripe plantains. The quantity depends on how many chips you want to make. Vegetable oil or palm oil for brushing. Salt to taste, optional. Instructions. Preheat the oven. Preheat your oven to 375 degree F, 190 degree C. Prepare the plantains. Peel the ripe plantains and slice them thinly and evenly. You can use a knife or a mandolin slicer for this. Place the sliced plantains in a bowl. Brush with oil. Lightly brush both sides of the plantain slices with vegetable oil or palm oil. This helps them crisp up during roasting. Season, optional. If desired, sprinkle a little salt over the plantain slices. You can also add other seasonings like chili powder, garlic powder, or paprika for extra flavor. Arrange on baking sheet. Arrange the plantain slices in a single layer on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper or a silicone baking mat. Make sure they're not overlapping. Roast in the oven. Place the baking sheet in the preheated oven and roast the plantain slices for about 15-20 minutes, flipping them halfway through until they are golden brown and crispy. Cool and serve. Once roasted, remove the plantain chips from the oven and let them cool on the baking sheet for a few minutes. Transfer the roasted plantain chips to a serving bowl or plate and let them cool completely before serving. Boiled peanuts. Freshly boiled peanuts seasoned with salt or spices. Boiled peanuts are a popular and delicious snack enjoyed in many parts of the world, especially in regions with a warm climate like Africa and the southern United States. Here's a simple recipe for making boiled peanuts. Ingredients. Raw peanuts in the shell, typically 1 to 2 pounds. Water salt, optional. Instructions. Rinse the peanuts. Place the raw peanuts in a large colander or strainer and rinse them thoroughly under cold water to remove any dirt or debris. Soak the peanuts. Transfer the rinsed peanuts to a large pot or bowl. Cover the peanuts with enough water to fully submerge them, ensuring there's a couple of inches of water above the peanuts. If desired, you can add salt to the water to enhance the flavor of the peanuts. Use approximately 1/4 to 1/2 cup of salt for every gallon of water. Allow the peanuts to soak in the salted water for at least 8 hours or overnight. This soaking process helps to soften the peanuts and infuse them with flavor. Boil the peanuts. After soaking, drain the peanuts and transfer them back to a large pot. Add fresh water to the pot, again ensuring the peanuts are fully submerged. Place the pot on the stove over high heat and bring the water to a boil. Once the water is boiling, reduce the heat to medium-low and let the peanuts simmer gently. Cover the pot partially with a lid, leaving some space for steam to escape. Allow the peanuts to simmer for 3 to 4 hours, stirring occasionally and adding more water if necessary to keep the peanuts submerged. Check for doneness. After 3 to 4 hours of simmering, taste one of the peanuts to check for doneness. The peanuts should be soft and tender, with a slightly salty flavor. If the peanuts are still too firm, continue simmering for an additional hour or until they reach the desired consistency. Serve and enjoy. Once the peanuts are cooked to perfection, remove the pot from the heat and drain the peanuts. Serve the boiled peanuts hot or at room temperature, either in their shells or shelled for easier eating. Enjoy the delicious, savory flavor of homemade boiled peanuts as a satisfying snack or appetizer. Coconut chips. Thinly sliced coconut pieces, often toasted and seasoned. Coconut chips are a delightful and healthy snack that can be enjoyed on their own or used as a topping for various dishes. Here's a simple recipe for making coconut chips at home. Ingredients: fresh coconut meat. You can use store-bought coconut flakes if fresh coconut is not available. Water, sugar, optional. Salt, optional. Instructions: prepare the coconut. If using fresh coconut, begin by removing the outer shell and peeling away the brown skin from the coconut meat. Rinse the coconut meat under cold water to remove any remaining debris. Slice the coconut. Using a sharp knife or a vegetable peeler, thinly slice the coconut meat into uniform strips or chips. Aim for slices that are about 1/8 to 1/4 inch thick. Soak, optional. If you prefer sweeter coconut chips, you can soak the coconut slices in a mixture of water and sugar before baking. Dissolve sugar in warm water and soak the coconut slices for about 15-30 minutes. Drain the slices thoroughly before proceeding. Season, optional. If desired, you can sprinkle the coconut slices with a pinch of salt or additional sugar for added flavor. You can also experiment with other seasonings, such as cinnamon or vanilla extract, for a different taste. Bake the coconut. Preheat your oven to 300 degree F, 150 degree C, and line a baking sheet with parchment paper or a silicone baking mat. Arrange the coconut slices in a single layer on the prepared baking sheet, making sure they are not overlapping. Place the baking sheet in the preheated oven and bake the coconut slices for about 20-25 minutes, or until they are golden brown and crispy, stirring occasionally to ensure even baking. Keep a close eye on the coconut chips towards the end of the baking time to prevent them from burning. Cool and store. Once the coconut chips are baked to your desired level of crispiness, remove them from the oven and let them cool completely on the baking sheet. Once cooled, transfer the coconut chips to an airtight container or zip-top bag for storage. They will stay fresh for several days at room temperature. Gala, spiced sausage rolls filled with meat or chicken. Gala is a popular Nigerian street food, specifically known as a type of sausage roll. It's a savory snack consisting of spiced sausage meat wrapped in pastry dough and typically fried until golden brown and crispy. Here's a simple recipe to make Gala at home. Ingredients. For the filling: 500 gia ground beef or chicken, 1 small onion, finely chopped 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon ginger powder, 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 2 teaspoon thyme, 1 2 teaspoon curry powder, salt and pepper to taste vegetable oil for frying. For the dough: 2 cups all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon salt, 1/2 cup butter or margarine, cold and cubed cold water as needed instructions. Prepare the filling. In a mixing bowl, combine the ground beef or chicken with chopped onion, garlic powder, ginger powder, paprika, thyme, curry powder, salt, and pepper. Mix well until all the spices are evenly distributed. Heat a little oil in a frying pan over medium heat. Cook the seasoned meat mixture, stirring occasionally, until browned and cooked through. Remove from heat and let it cool completely. Make the dough. In a large mixing bowl, sift together the all-purpose flour, baking powder, and salt. Add the cold cubed butter or margarine to the flour mixture. Use your fingertips to rub the butter into the flour until the mixture resembles coarse breadcrumbs. Gradually add cold water, a little at a time, and mix until a smooth and pliable dough forms. Be careful not to overwork the dough. Cover the dough with plastic wrap and let it rest in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes. Assemble the Gala. Preheat the oven to 350 degree F, 175 degrees C. Alternatively, you can deep fry the Gala in hot oil later. On a lightly floured surface, roll out the dough to about 1 8-inch thickness. Use a knife or pastry cutter to cut the dough into rectangles of your desired size. Place a spoonful of the cooked meat, filling along one edge of each dough rectangle. Roll the dough over the filling to enclose it completely, forming a sausage roll shape. Seal the edges by pressing them together with your fingers. Repeat the process with the remaining dough and filling. Bake or fry the Gala. If baking, arrange the assembled Gala on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Brush the tops with beaten egg for a shiny finish, if desired. Bake in the preheated oven for 25, 30 minutes, or until golden brown. If frying, heat vegetable oil in a deep fryer or heavy-bottomed pan to 350 degree F, 180 degree C. Fry the Gala in batches until golden